Hello there.
Alright, had a little bit of some technical difficulties earlier, started the stream, and realized that two things. One, my mic wasn't working, so I had some hardware issues, got that figured out. And secondly, they did something different with the times for this race. Normally, in my local time for the GT1 League, they're 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. Yeah, we're back, Zex. Sorry, I saw you popped into the chat in the other stream that I started earlier, but I was having hardware issues with my mic, and I'm kind of explaining now that normally these GT1 Manufacturing Nation Cups races on my time slot in GT1, they do it at 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m. So I was logging on for the 9 o'clock race, my time. It's now 9:35 my time, and I realized that I couldn't sign up until 10, and that was actually the last race, actually, for the night as well. So instinctively, I'm like, what the hell? What happened? You know, I missed the time or whatever. I started looking at the clock and everything, and I realized, well, it's normally 9 o'clock, and then there's another one at 11 o'clock, so if I biff my 9 o'clock race, I can do the 11 o'clock race. I think what's actually transpiring here is they've changed the time frames because this is going to be a long race. So we're at Suzuka, real-world track in Japan. Not really one of my best tracks, especially in like Formula 1 cars. I do fairly alright in GT3 here. But it's a 35 lap race, so this is actually going to be quite the endurance race. at roughly 2 minutes per lap. There's probably going to be a pit stop in between all of that somewhere. There's no pit stop required, but I'm sure tires will have to be changed just because it's such a long race. The qualifying session, so you're talking once this starts at 10, you got 2 or 3 minutes for everyone to join the lobby, probably a 10-minute warm, or maybe a 5-minute warm-up, 5 or 10-minute warm-up. Race won't even probably start till like 10, we'll say 10, 10, 10, 15, and then 2 minutes a lap times 35. You got a 70-minute race there, not including a possible pit stop. So we've got quite the endurance race coming up, and it's a good thing that my first attempt at starting the stream tonight didn't really work out because I haven't had any practice for tonight's race, and this is going to be my last shot. So the race starts in 23 minutes. So I'm starting a little bit normal, or a little bit earlier than I would normally. Normally I start these streams about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes before the actual race starts. But considering I'm probably going to do a one and done race, and this is my only attempt to get this race done, I figured I'd start the stream a little bit earlier. You guys can see a little bit of the behind the scenes action as I'll do some practice before we actually queue up for the race at 9:45 my time. I'm gonna look at my sound settings here. I'm gonna unmute my PC real quick. Okay, I just want to make sure that was all coming through well because I was having some problems with it earlier. All sounds like it's coming through all right. I did do a little bit of adjustments to my camera settings as well. Zex, if you could let me know throughout the stream if you see any stuttering, like actual pauses of my camera, not the stream itself. I switched from 1080p on my camera, which it's very capable of doing that. That camera is, but I noticed I was like freeze framing every 30 seconds and have been since I switched to this Razer Kiyo Pro, and I'm not sure if it's just a settings problem or what, but I've now switched over to 720, so my camera that's recording me is only doing 720, but you should still be getting a full 1080 off of the game's capture. So I'm wondering if at least that's coming through visually okay. It looks alright from what I can see. I wish it was a little bit higher quality, but it is what it is for now until I get my settings dialed in and figure out why the hell it just keeps skipping and locking frames every 30 to 45 seconds. But the game should look okay once we've got that going. And I'll go ahead and switch over to that now because I want to go ahead and get some practice in here. So let's get over to the right scene. Yeah, I'm sure the quality of the video sucks a little bit now, and that's the downside to this, but I'd at least like to have fluid recording for now until I figure out why I'm not able to stream in 1080. I'm hardwired into everything. I pay for, what, 1.2 gigs from Comcast, so my internet speeds shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure it's just something to do with my settings in OBS, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge at a later date. So yeah, let me get into this track. Start getting some practice laps in. Yeah, I mean 720 is 720. It just sucks that we're in the age of 4K and I'm all the way back on 720 as far as my camera settings go. But the game settings should still be 1080, so hopefully that's still coming through just fine. So if anybody's going to watch this later and hasn't been following, we're in the Manufacturers' Cup. We're on round 4. I actually missed the first 2 rounds. Well, I rage quit round 1 because I just completely screwed up on the Nordschleife. I missed round 2. Round 3, we qualified in pole at Deep Forest, which I'm pretty decent at that track. So we qualified in pole, but we finished 3rd. Now we got round 4 here at Suzuka. Again, that's in Japan. Wednesday is Daytona road course. I'm actually pretty good at that course too, so hopefully I'll be okay. Although I think my car choice is going to make me suffer there a little bit. McLaren may not shine super well there. There's a lot of really long straights, so some of the more beefier front engine rear wheel drive cars will shine better there. And then a week from today, we've got the final round at Fuji, which I'm okay there. But I'm going to try to do Daytona and Fuji this week. We'll see how it all plays out. But anyways, Manufacturers' Cup, I've signed with McLaren. So, yeah, we've got 4 minutes before we can jump in and actually start doing some on-the-clock time practice, I guess. Yeah, the qualifier is 5 minutes, but yeah, if you see in the upper left-hand corner up here, Number of laps, 35. Hard tires only. No required pit stop. Minimum pit stops, none. Tire wear is only ×2. I don't know if this is going to be a full 35 lap sprint or what. We'll find out. But yeah, let me actually just jump in and do some practice for a couple of laps, and then we'll come back and sign up and get on the right tires. So yeah, I'm still struggling with hardware issues over the past few races. So apologies for that as everyone gets bears with me as I get everything dialed in still. Yeah, it's heavy damage, so all 35 laps, if I get damage, I'm gonna have to pit and just roll with it, because depending on the severity of the damage, it'll just make my car run at basically 80%. Yikes. Need to brake sooner there off of that. So McLaren does pretty well at handling, and there's a lot of turns in this track. We should do all right, hopefully. Not like that, we're not going to, though. Yeah, I have not had a chance to get the stream deck set up yet either, so Taylor gifted me for our 1-year anniversary. She got me a really nice stream deck, but I had to order a USB extension for it to reach from my racing simulator to my computer, and that's not expected to be here until Monday, I think, tomorrow, or wait, today's Saturday. Monday? I think it's supposed to be here Monday. Hopefully I'll get it all squared up and hooked up and usable by Wednesday's race. But I am pretty excited to use that. So yeah, I'm just trying to get warmed up here. I am by no means putting in some good laps at this point. This is pretty crappy right now. Performance. I brake way too early there. Alright, let's do one more lap here, and then we'll just go ahead and go sign up. We got 15 minutes before the race starts. I don't feel like I'm turning as well as I should be here. I'm just going to bounce out real quick, make sure I'm all calibrated. Let's go to settings. Brake feels good. Acceleration's good. 90. Yeah, everything's square. I just need to warm up. That's my problem. And we're on hard tires. That's another thing. Alright, let's jump in. Let's get ready. Right, come out of that in second instead of third. Yeah, like a close to a 2-minute lap would be pretty good. I did that earlier. Yeah, I think second coming out of there feels better. Clip the grass. Finally come out of the spoon correctly. 7 minutes later. I don't think I can take that flat out on these hard tires. Need to shave at least 3 seconds off of that. Well, 1.2 up. I was late as hell on the brakes there. Well, we were almost up 1.5 seconds there. Damn it. A little too aggressive on the acceleration. Don't let him in here. You just shut the door. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We have 2 minutes before this race starts. Maybe enough time for one more lap. Glove up. Probably won't have enough time for a full lap by the time I get going here. All right. This race just might be a matter of survival with it being 35 laps. Just try not to get into any incidents and spin myself out or hit anyone. Something stupid that would just cause damage and mess up my race. Excuse me. Because it's going to be a long one. So hopefully everyone just kind of settles in. Doesn't push it too hard first couple laps. Looks like my, excuse me, looks like my camera isn't stuttering, at least from what I can tell. Alright, here we go, qualifier. Considering I started this at 9:30, I don't feel like I really did that many laps. I did have to take a break for a second. We had a chinchilla run out, and I wanted to help with that, plus I wanted to replenish my beverage before we start these 35 laps. All right, let's do this. Cool. Thanks, Zex. Appreciate it. All right, 5-minute qualifier. feel like this guy's slowed down in the last couple corners. Trying to give him some extra space. Hopefully he doesn't slow me down. Son of a bitch. Cool. Well, there goes that lap. Thought he was slowing down to let me through. Yeah, I'm like a second behind where I was. Pretty sure. I messed up spoon too. This is definitely not going to be an improvement, and people still on flying laps. My guess is we're going to start somewhere around 8th or 10th. Maybe even further back than that. Yeah, that's not good. Eighth, ninth. Still people running. Could get bumped down further still. 10th. Yeah, I should have held back further. I think that kind of slowed me up a little bit on that first flying lap. And then we made contact on the second lap. It looked like he was scooting over. I was kind of right on his butt. And then we made contact. He quit too. He jumped out. That's even more of a slap in the face, kind of. I mean, It is what it is. There's a lot of race to be had here. What are we looking at? Points. I'd be happy with the top 5, honestly. God, we got people fighting in the lobby. All right, here we go.
And his name is John C.
Yeah, part of me really wishes I would have went with. I really wish I would have went with Porsche this season. Just don't tell everybody back in Woking, England. Don't let the McLaren team find out. Two people dropped out of this race, or it wasn't a full lobby from the get-go. Yeah, fuel might be an issue in this game. One. Let's go to 2. Oh shit, where am I gonna start? Oh, we're on the straight, okay. Everybody's on the straight. Make them syrup drift. Yeah, fuel doesn't look like it'll be an issue. Oh. "34 laps to go." Come on, man. Pick a line. Oh, God. Now I got damaged. Fucking freight. God, it's way too early for this shit. That was barely bumped. I barely bumped him. It's frustrating. Can't. Not supposed to change your line as you're braking. Kind of frowned upon. Somebody off. Yeah, my handling doesn't seem to be as good with this damage, but I'm not really sure what's going to be worse, just trying to deal with it or taking an early pit to fix it. Not really sure how much it's slowing me down. Fuck. Might have to pit. Sucks. I'm way off. I'm just losing time. I feel like I got a pit. I don't know if I should downshift there or not.